Pro Hayden Falcons. Welcome to your hashtag Falcon Pride announcements. I'm Martin Lozano.
And I'm Pedro Lozano.
And here are your announcements for Thursday, August 17th. Attention chess players. The chess competition team is looking for a few good players. If you are up for the challenge, see Dr. Sikorsky in room 807. The first meeting for the Student Preventing Animal Cruelty to the Animal Welfare League is Monday, August 21st in room 236 at 3:15. New members are welcome. See Mr. Ellickson for more information. Spirit Line tryouts will be held Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. in the middle gym. We are looking for the most spirited guys and gals. So if you think you've got what it takes, please visit Ms. Castle in room 1313 for necessary paperwork. Go Falcons! Students, there's a change in the sports club booklet regarding Avid Club. If you're interested in joining Avid Club, please see Ms. Campbell in room 210 this week during advisory. For information in the meantime, officers will be there to supply more information.
Good morning, Falcon. I am Mr. Overseas. I charge clubs and sports. And I just wanted to give you a couple of updates on where we are regarding clubs and sports on campus. And so the numbers are in. We have 264 physicals that have been turned into my office. 264 just for fall sports. And we're not even done yet. The deadline for you to turn in your physicals is this Friday. That's a huge number. That's awesome. So if you haven't turned in your physical yet, do so by this Friday because that's the deadline to turn in your physicals. That's the deadline for tryouts. The coaches need to submit their rosters by Friday. So it's really important that you get your physicals in, talk to those coaches, finish up with those tryouts because the deadline is this Friday. But we're off to a great start. 264 physicals. That's awesome. Just to mention a couple of coaches. Miss Castle, the cheer coach, her room was packed when I went in on Monday and Tuesday. So far, 75 girls are interested in cheer. That's a huge number. That's awesome. So she's going to have great tryouts. And her tryouts are going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So good luck to you girls. Tons of freshmen, boys, are interested in basketball. They talked to Coach Lopez. And I'm very proud of those boys to get a head start because basketball is a winter sport. So I've already got lots and lots of freshman boys especially talking to Coach Lopez about basketball. That's awesome, getting a head start on that. Some clubs, newspaper club, computer club, robotics, students preventing animal cruelty, all packed. Miss Ellickson's room, which is, she's the club sponsor for Students Preventing Animal Cruelty. It was standing room only. There were tons and tons of students that were in her classroom really interested in her club. There was even a student that found a dog on campus, a little Chihuahua dog, and the student rescued that dog. We spoke to Miss Ellickson. We got some help from some other science teachers, and we rescued that dog. So there's already clubs, they're doing a great job, and other science teachers that are helping out. Thank you very much, appreciate that. I want to clarify advisory really quickly and how advisory works because there was a couple of issues that we needed to resolve this week. So the first one, students, teachers. Students can't travel during advisory unless they have their sports booklet signed by a club sponsor or a coach. So a club sponsor or a coach needs to sign them out before they travel during advisory. So there's advisory today, obviously, and so make sure that you keep your students in your room if they are not signed out by that coach or club sponsor, because it's pretty tough when you have 50 or 60 kids in a room, which was experienced by the head volleyball coach. He had tons and tons of kids in his room. And that gets really difficult and stressful for those coaches and club sponsors. So make sure that you help out those coaches and club sponsors by ensuring that you only let your students travel to visit those coaches and club sponsors if they've already been signed out. If they're not signed out, they stay in your advisory class today and tomorrow, okay? As a matter of fact, that applies all school year for advisory. So your kids can only travel if they've been signed out. And we want them to travel. We want them to get tutoring and get the help they need and all those great interventions. I want them to investigate clubs and sports, but only if they've been signed out. That's really important. Also, teachers, don't let your students travel until 7 minutes has passed, because that gives you time to take attendance, that gives you time to check their planners to ensure that they are signed out. And by the way, some students lost this, and so some teachers were using the planners. That's cool, you go right ahead, but the students just need to be signed out. So after this week, we're not going to use this for students to be signed out anymore. This is for clubs and sports for traveling for this week. For the rest of the school year, students will be using this planner, okay? And so some students, I've been using this already because like I said, they lost this. That's okay. You can use this, and this will be used for the rest of the school year. Just remember, they got to be signed out. That's crazy important. Coaches, club sponsors, when you have those students in your room, they've traveled to your room, you have them, you spoke to them, after your presentation's over, keep those students. Keep them. Don't let them leave the classroom to go visit a different coach or club sponsor, because number one, they're not signed out for that. But number two, there's kids just roaming around the campus, and that gets kind of chaotic. So make sure that you keep those students. All right, that's very, very important once they're in your room. Some students are using the restrooms during advisory, but they don't have a restroom pass, which we have little restroom passes that look like IDs that they should be using. They don't have the restroom pass, and so make sure that they're using that when they're using the restroom. Otherwise, like I said, we have a bunch of students just roaming around campus, and they are hard to keep track of. So make sure that you are signing them out to use the restroom. Give them a pass. Don't let your kids just leave your advisory class to visit a classroom just on the fly. Like I said, they got to be signed out for that. That is very, very important. And that is about it. So that's your update regarding advisory. If you have any questions, you can email me, Mr. Oglesby.
Hey dude, so you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so what kind of bee doesn't make up its mind?
I don't know, what kind of bee doesn't make up its mind?
A maybe. Alright, so that is all for the announcements. Thank you and have a wonderful day.